By May 29, 2018, President Muhammadu Buhari has been directing the affairs of Nigeria for 1,096 days, with about 360 more days before he concludes his first term. Now, the president came into power on the back of the All Progressives Congress, the APC, with promises which were soothing to the mind of Nigerians. 3 years later, Big Story looks at the level of fulfillment of some of these promises and the perception of the people about the current administration. You're welcome. I'm Ini John Mekwa.
I intend to keep my oath and serve as president to all Nigerians.
The president, Muhammadu Buhari, came on board on the change mantra, which sold the idea to, among other things, initiate action to amend the Nigerian constitution with a view to devolving powers, duties and responsibilities to states in order to entrench true federalism and federal spirit, increase the number of physicians from 19 per 1,000 population to 50 per 1,000 through deliberate medication education as epitomized by other nations, and to embark on vocational training, entrepreneurial and skills acquisition scheme for graduates, along the creation of small business loan guarantee scheme to create at least 5 million new jobs by 2019. These promises are today placed side by side with the realities of the day, which is captured in the figures released by the National Bureau of Statistics. The findings of the Bureau shows that in the fourth quarter of 2015 and first quarter of 2016, there was a total number of new employment recorded at 499,521 jobs, which was an increase of 5.1% when compared with the preceding quarter and 35.2% when compared to the fourth quarter of 2014. The increase in the number of jobs in the fourth quarter was driven mainly by seasonal-induced rise in informal sector jobs, which accounted for 95.4%. It was followed by formal sector jobs, which accounted for 5.5% of jobs in the fourth quarter of 2015, while the public sector for the first time recorded a negative figure of -4 for that quarter. In quarter 1 of 2016, the total number of employment generated was 79,469 jobs, representing a sharp decline of 83.1% year-on-year and 84.1% from the previous quarter. This sharp decline in employment generation in the first quarter of 2016 is strongly correlated to the weakening economic output within that period, where the Nigerian economy recorded a negative growth of 0.36%. The 79,469 jobs created in that quarter consisted of over 21,000 formal sector jobs and over 61,000 informal sector jobs. The public sector was, just like in the fourth quarter of 2015, recorded a negative figure of -3.038 under the informal sector, which typically consists of law. Beyond employment, a closer look at the economy in the first quarter of 2018 shows aggregate GDP, which stood at over 28 million naira in nominal terms. This performance is higher when compared to the first quarter of 2017, which recorded a nominal GDP aggregate of over 26 million naira. Another aspect is the Consumer Price Index, which measures changes in the prices paid by consumers for a basket of goods and services. The CPI rose to 254 naira 50 kobo index point in April from 252 naira 40 kobo index point in March of 2018. The figures make more sense in places like the market.
Actually, since 2015 till date now, I will say that things has gone up, and people has reduced the way and the way they used to buy market. You understand? Because I believe the way things, the cost of things made them to reduce their their hand on things. You understand? So that is the thing. So, but in another hand, you see, it's everywhere. Not even here in my 12, other places, other states. Many people have been sacked. You understand? So I believe that should be the cause. There are some people I used to see inside this market. I don't see them again. You understand? Because there's nothing to buy something. No money to buy something. So that is it.
The Financial Secretary of Mile 12 Market, Shehu Usman, however, has a different perspective and explanation to the change in prices in the market.
This market is predominantly perishable items we sell, though we have some beans, rice also that come from the northeast, and that really affect the market a little bit because those things are very expensive. But from what we sell in the market, perishable items that come from the northwest, things are getting better. Unlike what I just tell you earlier on, is the price fluctuates. It goes up, it goes down. It depends on the demand in the market and what you have in the farm. Insecurity stuff we are talking about, particularly from Maiduguri, is beans. They have beans, they have sorghum. It comes from that axis. And so it makes it very difficult for beans. This is a bit very expensive now. Even now it's very expensive because the area is coming from, there are a lot of problems in that axis. But from the area that are bringing the perishable items, like Kano, Kaduna and other states,